Cool. Hi. This is not a definitive list of my favorite films. No. Because I know that if I say that these are my favorite films, then I'll go and watch something that I love, and I have to make a new video then. These are just some films that I really like. Another disclaimer, I have a very, very basic understanding of film in general. I have friends that know so much about the film industry, and I am very jealous. Please be nice to me, please. If I was more confident in having opinions, I would add some more films to this list. Those would be The Princess Bride, Ferris Bueller, Cry Freedom, The Dead Poets Society, Song of the Sea, and Love, Simon. So, La La Land. This film is just so beautiful. Every time I see it, I cry. Every time. Whenever I hear Mia and Sebastian's theme, I just burst into tears. This is about the romantic notion of the struggling artist and following your passions and fate and destiny and working hard. So Sebastian is a cynical jazz musician that was recently scammed, and Mia is a struggling actress that is somehow still dreaming. And of course, they meet and fall in love. And you get to see how their relationship affects their ambitions and how they help and hinder each other. It's about heartbreak and love and compromise and music. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It borrows a lot from classic musicals. The big epilogue sequence is very similar to the Gotta Dance scene in Singing in the Rain. Its use of colour is so clever, and it advances the story in such a simple way. And oh god, this film is so alive. There's hardly a static shot in the whole thing. There are big and loud and in-your-face and almost manically happy musical numbers, and then there are soft and small and real and raw love songs, and I just love it. I just love it. Rebel Without a Cause. It's full of real teen experiences like angst and first love and driving cars off cliffs. So there's this kid and he's just moved into town and he's lonely and angry, but he's running out of things to fight for, and he gets himself into a lot of trouble. And it sounds like the plot of every coming-of-age movie ever, and here's why. You have to remember that this film was released in 1955. The generation that it's talking about are basically our grandparents. And this was the first film that ever acknowledged that being a teenager is a really important part of someone's life, because now it's the 50s and the war was over. So you turn 18 and what do? There are no armies to join. So what next? It's beautiful and well performed, and James Dean is just a beautiful human. He's so pretty. It certainly shows its age in places, but it's accurate where it's important, and please give this a chance before you decide that it's boring. I hated it until the second act, where I completely changed my mind and decided that it was beautiful. It's a classic for a reason. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Oh boy, this film will mess you up. It is dark and twisted and creepy and suspenseful and terrifying. It's from 1962, it is black and white and scary, and you will not trust your siblings for a week after you watch it. So Jane is basically Lindsay Lohan. She was a child actress, got super successful and rich, and now she is old and a failure and an alcoholic. So Jane is living with her sister Blanche, who was Hollywood's golden girl and is still beloved by everyone. And Blanche is in a wheelchair because of an accident that Jane got the blame for. Blanche is confined to her bedroom, and Jane starts to plot a new rise to fame, and she wants to keep her sister out of it. So Blanche is trapped, and Jane has to try and hide this from neighbours and visitors and everyone. Bette Davis and Joan Crawford. They had a pretty serious rivalry off screen, so it just makes the tension in this film so much realer. Now, Lady Bird. So saying that Saoirse Ronan and Timothée Chalamet are good in a film is kind of just a pointless thing now, but oh god, they are so good. Chalamet is an asshole in this film and it captures the male entitlement that's everywhere just perfectly. This film manages to be a balancing act between being a very specific love letter to a singular person's youth and experiences in a specific time and place, and being warm-hearted and uncomfortably relatable to basically everyone. It's just shoving all these relationships in your face. There's platonic relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships, dysfunctional relationships, and every character feels so real and full and rich. When it's over and the credits are rolling, you look back and every action seems completely inevitable. This movie will make you cry. It just will. That's a fact. It will make you cry, and it doesn't need to pull out big tragic events or dramatic sweeping score to achieve that. You will cry. I am yet to meet someone that hasn't, that actually has a beating heart. Also, Lady Bird jumps out of a car to escape her mother's criticism, so if that sounds in any way relatable, maybe this movie is for you. Okay, that's it. I know that this is not groundbreaking information, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway. You can like this video if you liked it, if you like, and subscribe because I make things sometimes, and I will probably see you soon.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.